That's right, Jeremy. We're spending our morning here at Galaxy Comics on Henderson Highway as we look forward to Free Comic Book Day, which is on Saturday, but also May the 4th, which is a very special day for Star Wars fans. Justin, you're the manager here, and we're talking about the expanded universe because if people think that there's 6 Star Wars movies, or purists like Jeremy who think there's 3 Star Wars movies, that is not correct,
No,
right?
that's not correct. There's a lot of expanded universe stuff. They made tons of comics, novels, other little TV shows, stuff like that.
So it doesn't end with Luke and Leia and Han as the good guys. They eventually there's the children of Luke and Leia. There's other bad guys besides Darth Vader. So the world continues even beyond the movies.
Yeah, you bet it does.
And being able to go into the comic book sort of expands that universe. But if we want to maybe expand our appreciation of Star Wars, you've got some pretty fun ways to do it, right?
Yeah, there's all kinds of toys and stuff you can buy. We have ice cube trays with Darth Vader heads.
Oh, that is a party essential.
Hanon carbonite bottle opener.
Oh, that's a party essential. You better stop before I buy all this stuff.
Bottle opener.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Okay, a lot of really cool stuff to show off as we're celebrating Star Wars on May the 4th. The joke being, May the 4th be with you. If we're looking ahead, not just to the Star Wars movies, which are going to be coming out 2015, I believe.
Yep.
Let's talk about cinema even this year, because there's a lot of big superhero movies that are coming out, and we can kind of learn more about the universe by checking out the comics, correct?
Yeah, definitely. There's a new Wolverine movie coming out this year. There's a new Thor, a new Superman movie.
And to understand those characters a little bit better, we can read into these comics, learn a little bit more about their backstories. Some elements will be the same from the comic to the movie, some will be changed. But let's fast forward a little bit further on, because at the comic book store, you guys can kind of look ahead in time, because you know movies that have been optioned based on comic books. So let's talk about this one first, because this is Peter Pan, but not Peter Pan. What is this movie going to be?
It's Peter Panzerfaust. It's been optioned by the BBC to be a TV show.
Okay.
It's basically all the Peter Pan characters set in a military type setting.
Very interesting. So the Lost Boys, but they've got a Humvee, and they're ready to fight. Let's go to the next one here. This one is called Thief of Thieves. Are we going to be seeing this on the big screen or the small screen?
It's been optioned for a TV show. We don't know what to expect, whether it's actually going to come out or not. It's about a couple of guys that are like heist thieves.
Okay, so maybe a little bit like Thomas Crown, but with a team of Thomas Crown affair people?
Yeah, there's a team of guys that do heists, kind of like Ocean's 11.
All right, if we're fans of the Avengers movie or the Marvel movies, S.H.I.E.L.D. was the organization that they were all a part of, and this is going to become, what, a TV show movie?
S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to be a TV show. Joss Whedon is attached to it. It's going to be it is exciting already. I'm sure it's going to be a cool show.
One other thing that we should mention, too, is the Marvel Universe sort of expands. So those characters that we like, Thor, Spider-Man, Iron Man, they're reinvented in Guardians of the Galaxy. Is that right?
Not quite reinvented, just different characters. Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of a big sci-fi epic. It's Rocket Raccoon and Groot, the big tree guy.
Whoa!
Yeah, they're really Star Warsian kind of characters going to be put on film.
Oh, man. So a really interesting blend of a couple of different genres. And Jeremy and Courtney, just having a fantastic time here. I'm trying to scope out some of the titles and figure out how best I want to use my free comic book for Free Comic Book Day.
Sounds like a great idea. And you know, we're talking through movies and TV shows and comic book form, but some of us Stephen King fans, we've seen his Dark Tower series being turned into a graphic novel.
Yeah, you know what? The Dark Tower series, which was a many collection of books, you'll find that in here too. I'm a fan of this particular author named Greg Rucka, who writes fiction, but also writes Batman series. So you're going to find some really big names, because the way that comic books have sort of got into mainstream through movies and TV and then coming back to comics is really interesting. So you come down to the store by yourself, maybe come down with niece, nephew, son, daughter, help them find some comic books and get them on a path of some really fun discovery.
Sounds like a great way to spend the weekend. Thank you very much, Drew.
See you soon.
Also coming up, we got another great way to spend the weekend, at least on the 5th, a de Cinco de Mayo. We'll talk. Doesn't it smell good?
In here.
We'll talk a little bit more with La Bamba about some desserts they have and how they actually use tequila when it comes to making some spectacular meals at La Bamba.